Today, Kasoma Farouk of Uganda is navigating in the middle of the sea, where we are going to see the causes of conflict between Palestine and Israel, 1948 to 1978. So we are saying the Palestinian-Israeli conflict between 1948 and 1978 was shaped by competing national movements, territorial disputes, wars, and international involvement. It began with the establishment of the State of Israel in 1948. We believe by this time, in this kind of arrangement, the conflicts began with the establishment of the State of Israel in 1948, because the Palestinians were not happy with this. So what were the causes of the conflict? Competing national claims. Both the Jews and Palestinian Arabs claimed historical ties to Palestine. We believe both the Jews and the Palestinian Arabs claimed historical ties to Palestine. So in this kind of arrangement, they could not accept one another. The Palestinian Arabs opposed the large-scale Jewish migration and feared the loss of their land and political rights. And by this time, it is this that resulted into the conflict. Then the British mandate policies. We are saying 1920 to 1948. Britain governed Palestine under the mandate system after World War I, where I can say the conflicting promises made to Jews and Arabs created mistrust. In other words, they were not trusting what Britain was saying. Britain struggled to reconcile demands from both communities, but of course the Palestinians believed that Britain was favoring Israel, and this led to the conflict. Then United Nations Partition Plan. It is said, 1947, the UN proposed dividing Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states. The Jewish leaders generally accepted the plan, whereas the Arab leaders rejected it. It is this that led to the conflicts between the Palestinians and the Israelites. In other words, the United Nations Partition Plan wasn't accepted. Then the creation of Israel in 1948. We believe by this time, Israel declared independence on 4th May 1948. The neighboring Arab states opposed the creation of Israel and launched military intervention. We believe when Israel was created in 1948, it is said the Arabs opposed the creation of this kind of Israel. It is this that resulted into conflict between Palestine and Israel. They were meant to fight for supremacy for so many years. Then territorial disputes. Both sides claimed rights to the same territory. Borders established after 1948 war were not accepted by all parties. So the territorial disputes between Palestine and Israel led to the conflicts. I can tell you, fighting for supremacy between Palestine and Israel. Then the refugee problem. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians were displaced during the 1948 war. The Palestinians sought the right to return to their home. I can tell you, the refugee problem created a conflict between Palestine and Israel. Of course, we have some major events in the in this kind of conflicts. For example, 1940 to 49 Arab-Israeli War, 1956 Suez Canal crisis. Israel, Britain, and France attacked Egypt after the nationalization of the Suez Canal. 1967, the 60-day war. Israel captured the West Bank, Gaza Strip, East Jerusalem, Sinai Peninsula, and Golan Heights. Then the 1973 Yom Kippur War. So we believe by this time the conflicts between Palestine and Israel was there for so many years. I can tell you, I don't know who will solve the Palestinian-Israeli question. So you can